Jay here. I'm here to bring you a review on Dragon Ball Super Episode 4 English Dubbed. At the beginning of this episode, it goes to Beerus and Whis, and they're still on their way to King Kai's planet. And he opened like his lunchbox. Beerus did. And like I guess he's tired of eating the same shit. And like he starts like ranting to Whis that like he's tired of having the same meal all the time and he's tired of this one meal. And Whis goes like, you haven't had this in 100 and something years. And then Beer's just like, I'm still tired of it. If I'm tired of it, I'm tired of it. Then it goes to Goku on King Kai's planet, and King Kai is like, he's worried that fucking Beerus is like so close to his planet, cause Beerus is on his way there to King Kai's planet. Like he's worried about him, so he's trying to get Goku to go to Boma's party, and Goku's like wondering like, no, I'm not like good at parties. I get bored, and you've been acting strange, King Kai. Then after that, it goes to Bulma on her boat, like her party boat or whatever. And Bulma's like really mad because Goku isn't there and Vegeta isn't there. And she's like ranting and all that shit. And then fucking Chi Chi and 18, they're walking amazed about like the boat and shit. And 18 starts asking about the bingo prizes, and she says, "Are you really giving away a castle and a fucking airplane and all that shit?" And she says, "Yeah, I'm giving away that for bingo prizes." Then it goes to fucking Trunks and Goten, and they're like running through the fucking kitchen, and I guess they knocked the chef down, and he says, "You kids." Then they make their way to some big ass door, and Trunks says he's gonna show Goten the bingo prizes, and he gets inside the door, and it shows all the fucking bingo prizes: a big ass castle, an airplane, and a fancy ass car. The animation was just fucking amazing. And Trunks pushes a button and shows Goten like the main like top like prize for getting in first place or whatever. And he pushes the button, and a big ass thing comes up with like electrical fucking fence around it, and Goten touches it and gets electrocuted and starts laughing about it and all that shit. And Trunks is like, you shouldn't touch things that are glowing or whatever, or electricity or whatever. And Trunks does his trick that he like been watching his mom taking down the electrical fence, and behind the electrical fence there was like a code, and he figured out the code from watching his mom again. And then like as soon as he puts in the code, it goes up. But before it goes up, it goes to the Pilaf gang. So it goes to the Pilaf gang, and the Pilaf gang are kids, and I guess they're looking for treasure or whatever. And Pilaf is just sitting on the side saying he's hungry, and Mai and Shu are like digging for a treasure that he has a map or whatever, and they're having no luck. And out of nowhere, Pilaf, like on his dragon radar, since like, so going back to Goten and Trunks, it ended up being the Dragon Balls, all 7 Dragon Balls that fucking they brought up like as the top prize. And out of nowhere, going back to Pilaf, out of nowhere, Pilaf starts like detecting all 7 Dragon Balls, and then he looks to the side, and it's Bulma's party boat. And yeah, he detects all the 7 Dragon Balls. So they get in their boat that's already fucked up, and they start rowing to the boat or whatever, and their boat flips over, and they get chased by a shark, and fucking Goten and Trunks end up helping them onto the boat. the Bulma's party boat. So as soon as the Pilaf gang got on the boat, they like start smelling some food, and their stomachs start growling because Pilaf was already hungry, and I'm pretty sure Shu and Maya were hungry too, and they start smelling the food, and Trunks and Goten like they offer them to go eat the food, but then Pilaf he holds his Maya and Shu from going to eat. So they're sitting on the side, like just watching all the food go by and shit. And out of nowhere, Trunks and Goten show up with like a big ass plate of food, and the Pilaf gang starts eating it. And after that, it goes to Vegeta, and he's training in the gravity room, like always. Like he's training 150 times gravity inside the gravity room, and the phone is ringing. And then the lady, I guess she works for the Capsule Corporation. She walks in, she says, "You have a phone call." And then Vegeta's like, "No, I don't have time for your bullshit, whatever." And then it's Bulma on the phone, and she wants Bulma to go to her party, and Vegeta's just bothered. So and then after that, it goes back to King Kai's planet, and King Kai's painting his house and all that shit, and like he's still wondering why Beerus will come to his planet and shit. And out of nowhere, fucking Goku shoots a big ass Kamehameha, like, and fucking like blocking it, and like fucking it destroys fucking King Kai's not planet, but it destroys his house. And fucking King Kai starts saying like, "You know I have to live here, right?" And then Goku starts apologizing, and then fucking King Kai slips out. "Oh, like I'm glad you and Beerus, like you can never meet. I don't want you to meet." And then Goku's like, "What's up? Is that what you've been hiding from me? No wonder why you've been acting strange." So King Kai starts panicking, knowing that he slipped like Beerus' name and all that shit. And then he starts telling Goku about like Beerus and stuff, like telling him that he's a deity, telling him that he's a like destroyer, like god of destroyer. Saying that like he's not a bad guy, it's the balance of everything. He's a god that's a destroyer and everything. And like right when he was like telling them, like I guess he detected that Beerus was like right coming and shit. So he got interrupted, like telling him about Beerus, and then he pushed fucking Goku into the house and fucking like stood there, and Beerus showed up and said, "Hi Kai," or something like that, and fucking it was the end of the episode. Well, I enjoyed this episode. It wasn't no fucking action episode. It was like slice of life episode. It was a cool episode. I mean, we got to see that big ass Kamehameha wave by fucking Goku. That was dope as fuck. And Vegeta in the training room, if you're a Vegeta fan, that was dope to see. So, I'm Jay, and this is my review on Dragon Ball Super, Episode 4, English dub. Thanks for watching. See you on my next video.